Here's a website, and this was a competitor to a client of mine, and there are a lot of competitors to a client of mine. I'm just picking one, and they have a lot of particular information out here that looks very, very specific and so forth. There's all kinds of copyright, trademark, and patent stuff happening on this page, as far as you can tell, right? Should have a little copyright notice here at the bottom of the page. They actually don't have one on here. They should have one on there. But what good does that do, and how far can you go with putting the little copyright symbol at the bottom of the page? What does that really mean? Well, I'll tell you in a different video. All right. Okay, last thing, don't be afraid of producing content, period. Now, all you need to produce content, especially if you're an affiliate and you sell stuff, all right, for other guys. So you sign up for affiliate links like through ClickBank, okay? If you have not seen Why Affiliate Web Pages Stink, that video series, please watch it. You will never get organic traffic from your affiliate link. Okay, you will always be stuck having to advertise it actively. And all you have to do to get over that is get your own website up with your own domain name and take their content. You can flat out don't reproduce it simply because then it shows up as duplicate content on Google. But if you want to get it indexed, rewrite through the content without changing the terms and conditions. But be selling the same thing. And you think, well, am I infringing on copyrights, trademarks, and patents? Well, the first point of rule is broken. You are not selling something else. You're selling their thing. If you use their information to sell their thing, but you put on your own domain name and you rewrite through the basic synonyms and stuff in order to get them more exposure, in other words, more keyword combinations can come into play now for searches on Google that lead to that thing, they would be nuts to tell you no. And if they tell you no, all they do is tell you no. They can't take you to court for it. Now, I'm not a lawyer, but okay, so let me just throw in that disclaimer to cover myself. But I'm going to cover this in a little more depth in a secondary video so you guys kind of understand these limits so that you're not so subconsciously afraid of putting out content and stuff. For people that say, what is a good hosting service? I'm like flat out afraid of doing anything. I don't know what it takes to do anything to get my own content up. Look, if you go to moji-crew.com, okay, Moji, our Moji site, and you go to /resources.html, all right, one thing you'll find there is this. This is a particular host monster link. It says circa 7 a month. I think it's actually 6 a month. And I always tell people, click this, okay, and then click this, and okay, it's 6 a month. And it's 6 a month if you get it now. I tell people get a year on it. Don't get more than 1 year because you never know, over a year, sure, they're going to keep up, but by 2 or 3 years in, what if somebody's coming up with something massively better? However, no one really will because all this stuff is pretty clear. Everyone's always on top of the ball. If you're doing this, obviously, you're doing me a favor because I get an affiliate account. Okay, if you buy at least a year on this. But whenever you do that, you just kind of buy some time from me. I spend more time with the guys who pay me than the guys who don't, especially when it comes to generic questions. And so if you sign up for this, you'll actually get a free domain name too. You don't even have to go to GoDaddy and create an account and get a domain name there for 10 bucks. If you sign up for this thing for a year, it's like 85 bucks for a year, and you'll get a domain name free. Then you can do all kinds of things. Ever try to create a big video, cool stuff happening at Christmas, and then you want to send it off to your friends and family, but it's too big for an email attachment? Well, you can stick it up on your site and send the link to somebody. And if you want to hide your domain name, just use the IP address equivalent. Instead of saying yourbizop.com / Christmas 2010, 2009 .zip or whatever it is, then you would just say the IP address like 76.64.172.12 / Christmas 2009.zip. And no one will know what your domain name was. And they won't think just to go to the number because that requires a level of savviness that your friends and family probably don't have. And they wouldn't even think about it because they just figure it's some download link. It wouldn't occur to them that it was even your site. It was just a place you could upload a video. Unless they're just savvy enough and techie enough and stuff. And if they are interested, man, they are interested. Whatever the case is, if you want to get a really good deal, we like them. We use them for ourselves. We use them for most of our clients exactly because it's unlimited bandwidth, unlimited storage. It's got all the SQL componentry for being able to do anything, attach a forms or whatever the case may be. Anything you want to expand into later, it's a good way to go. But then when you put up your affiliate information, your affiliate pitch, you copy it in to a web page of your own and just kind of rewrite through the synonyms and put it up, all of a sudden you're getting organic ranking in Google. And you can put on visitor tracking code and watch visitors come to your site and see them click through, and buy some of them. The reality check is you will get more free visibility if you do that. And then, of course, the emoji system itself is taking that idea to an extreme. It's how do you create multiple thousands or even 10,000s of web pages based off one affiliate link, off of one page, and you create them massively and fast, and you put them all up, and now you can be seen for all kinds of things on Google. It's all organic. There's no AdWords cost. It's free traffic, so you pay once for the system, and you can create a new emoji run on a new affiliate link every stinking day. They can be all of the different affiliate programs that point to the same to the same market. You can market them all the same way. You can basically saturate a market on Google that way, because anybody who's searching for a particular thing, you can have 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 or 7 or 8 or 10 different affiliate programs running for it if you want. You can even have them all come off the same domain in different folders. I mean, the fact of the matter is you can pull a lot of stuff off. And that's the kind of thing we teach you. By the way, I'm re-recording the Moji tutorial because this thing has gotten so outdated. We came out with the latest, greatest version of the Moji toolbar. That's version 8 now. And that means that this Moji toolbar is going to raise in price for the first time ever. This is done. We don't have any more upgrades planned for it. It's on version 8. It is screaming wildly powerful, and the people inside the forums know it, and they're blown away with it, happy as a blue blazes with it. It does most of the work for you. It takes really no time to create a massive emoji run and others. And then, of course, people who are going that far are getting onto our main site also, and they're getting into the TFAN, because we're going to be tying these two together, the emoji and the TFAN soon. And what we do, you're going to be able to create a massive emoji run, thousands of pages, tens of thousands of pages with Google Analytics coding on all the pages, and then create a TFAN package same day to start contacting thousands of people with that website you just created, where you're rotating through the links. All right, and even redirect links are simple in this case because you can do an emoji run to erect the redirect links all off the same domain. You don't have to buy anything. You just have to hit the right buttons and do it, and it'll do itself automatically. That's what the Emoji Toolbar version 8 does. And then you run your TFAN package in such a way that it rotates through those redirect links. Now what's Google going to see? They don't see all your visitor traffic landing on your main page where most of it bounces off, which is a problem because you're underutilizing most of the efficiency of your site, which is the penetration. It's past the main page onto the other pages. What Google's going to see is visitors hitting virtually all of your pages. And that means Google can improve your rank virtually overnight on virtually all of your pages. It's a big deal. Google recognizes that your site is popular real fast. Okay, and if you do a new Moji run it through a TFAN package, and then do a new Moji run for the same industry, you can run it through the same package, just be someone else, but it's the same market, then you can do 5 or 8 or 10, and each package will pick up like 2% of the people there in sales, but a different 2%, because everybody responds, like 20 personality types. Everyone responds to something else. And so you can just mass load your income between the Moji and the TFAN. This is the stuff that we're driving towards. First comes the Moji tutorial re-record. The 10 hours that it used to be is going to be cut down to like 3, and everyone will finally be able to see from the tutorial just how powerful the Moji system is now. And then between that and the TFAN, there's a ton to do. All right, whatever the case is, let me break this off. I'm going to do another video on basics about copyrights, trademarks, and patents. It's going to be like a quick review, and it's going to break through a lot of those iconoclastic questions that people have. When am I and am I not infringing on copyrights, patents, and trademarks? Just general stuff. And what do I have to fear from it? A lot of people have that so overblown in their head they can't believe it. And they just don't know how wrong they are and how easy it is to get content out. I'm not teaching you how to steal content. What I'm teaching you is not to be afraid. I'm teaching you where the thresholds are so that you can say, oh, that's the worst that can happen. That's the worst that I'm doing. That's the worst that it is. And then you can back off conservatively from there because you realize it's not such a big deal. So anyway, I'm going to put that up, and I'll have those videos out on this page here soon. Okay.